Hey, having a side hustle as a software engineer is one of the best decisions I ever made. It has brought me joy in my profession again and made me better at my full-time job as a full-stack engineer. If you go back to the days you started learning to code, whether it was at university or elsewhere, it was a very exciting time. You were building your first application, first website, or trying to make something on the blockchain. Everything was new. The possibilities felt endless, and it was so exciting. So, how does all of this apply to you as a full time software engineer? Well, during your full time job, you can end up sometimes feeling disconnected with some of your work. Maybe the current project does not excite you too much, or you are currently in between projects or milestones, but you still have creative juices in you that you want to explore. Having a side project gives you the freedom to build whatever you like, whatever you feel like is useful to others. And as a software engineer, you probably already have all the skills required to build absolutely anything in the world. The only thing stopping you is your own imagination and passion. Now imagine building something just because you wanted to try something out, or you have a great idea for a website, app, or game. Let your imagination do the work because you can literally do anything. And all of a sudden, you are building passion projects like apps or games or whatever, really. Learning new things, new programming languages, and coding is exciting again. It is important to notice when you are getting in a rut in your work because you can feel mentally drained and make you feel like you are getting burnt out. At work, there are processes, procedures, approvals, reviews, and all the things put in place for a very good reason. However, they can sometimes make you also feel like you can't make a difference. Or sometimes you do not agree with certain features or implementations. That stress can result in burning out at work. However, a side hustle can bring some of that excitement and feeling of making a difference back. To add to this, building a side project for passion can turn into a profitable side hustle. To do that, you would need to use more than just your software engineering skills. You would need to master things like marketing, content creation, and sales. These are brand new skills you wouldn't usually use in your day-to-day job. For me personally, I have been building apps every day that I'm excited about. I don't work with Swift in my day-to-day job, and it has been very exciting setting up an app, creating and researching subscription models, ways to market my app, and encourage more downloads. Interesting problems to solve. These apps are generating a very small profit, but big enough to keep me interested and encouraged. So overall, I would highly recommend starting a side hustle to all software engineers to help you love your full-time job again, to make some money on the side and learn a new skill.